Not content with euthanizing your grandparents, pumping mRNA into the food supply to alter your DNA, normalizing paedophilia, and riddling the population with turbo cancer via Bill Gates' synthetic meat products, the globalist elite are now desperate to regain total control over humanity by waging a war the WF have disturbingly named the battle for your brain. Make no mistake, the global elite are waging war on the sovereignty of the human being. The World Economic Forum have become so arrogant, they aren't even trying to hide their dystopian plans anymore. Klaus Schwab's right-hand man, Yuval Noah Harari, says there's no such thing as free will. You are simply a hackable animal, and the elites hold the passwords to your brain. Mind control for the masses, in which even our dreams are controlled and manipulated, with or without our consent, is the future for humanity, according to the global elite. According to Nita Farahani, the WF now has the technology to control your thoughts and monitor your emotional states, manipulate your dreams, decode images you are seeing in your mind, and even gain access to your biggest secrets, including your banking details.
We're not talking about implanted devices of the future. I'm talking about wearable devices that are like Fitbits for your brain. It used to be that there was very little we could tell from EEG activity. But already, using consumer wearable devices, these are headbands, hats that have sensors that can pick up your brainwave activity, earbuds, headphones, tiny tattoos that you can wear behind your ear. We can pick up emotional states like, are you happy or sad or angry? We can pick up and decode faces that you're seeing in your mind. Simple shapes, numbers, your PIN number to your bank account.
They weren't kidding when they said you'll own nothing, including your own mind. It's the part about being happy they were joking about. A video taken at the World Economic Forum shows director Klaus Schwab plotting with Google co-founder Sergey Brin to install brain implants in our heads, so the globalist World Economic Forum can measure your brainwaves, read your thoughts, and control your behavior. According to Schwab, the son of a Third Reich industrialist, the brain implants will be rolled out inside 10 years. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers.
According to Schwab, the WF will be able to cancel elections worldwide because once they have hacked human beings with brain chips and eradicated free will, they'll enjoy the prescriptive mode of controlling the human race.
The technology now is, and digital technologies mainly have an analytical power. Now we go into a predictive power, and we have seen the first examples, and your company very much involved into it. But then the next step could be to go into a prescriptive mode, which means you do not even have to have elections anymore, because you can already predict, and afterwards you can say, why do we need elections? Because we know what the result will be. Can you imagine such a world?
Well, you might then further ask, well, why do we need to have, elected leaders at all? Because you might as well have all the decisions made. I think that's, once again, you're venturing into, I think, profound questions.
Want to see what this looks like in the sick fantasy mind of Klaus Schwab?
See the future and understand a wonderful future where we can use brainwaves to fight crime, be more productive, and find love. Let's roll.
You're in the zone. Even you can't believe how productive you've been. Your memo is finished, your inbox is under control, and you're feeling sharper than you have in a decade. Sensing your joy, your playlist shifts to your favorite song, sending chills up your spine as the music begins to play. You glance at the program running in the background on your computer screen and notice a now familiar sight that appears whenever you're overloaded with pleasure. Your theta brainwave activity decreasing. Could you take a quick look at my brain data? Anything to worry about? Your mind starts to wander to the new colleague on your team, whom you know you shouldn't be daydreaming about, given the policy against intra-office romance. But you can't help fantasizing just a little. But then you start to worry that your boss will notice your amorous feelings when she checks your brain activity and shift your attention back to the present. You breathe a sigh of relief when the email she sends you later that day congratulates you on your brain metrics from the past quarter, which have earned you another performance bonus. You head home jamming to the music, with your work-issued brain-sensing earbuds still in. When you arrive at work the next day, a somber cloud has fallen over the office. Along with emails, text messages, and GPS location data, the government has subpoenaed employees' brainwave data from the past year. They have compelling evidence that one of your coworkers has committed massive wire fraud. Now, they're looking for his co-conspirators. You discover they are looking for synchronized brain activity between your coworker and the people he has been working with. While you know you're innocent of any crime, you've been secretly working with him on a new startup venture. Shaking, you remove your earbuds.
Here's a newsflash for Schwab, Harari, and the entire WEF. We are onto you. If you think we non-elites will lay down and let this happen, you're very much mistaken. Here at The People's Voice, we want you to join us in our mission to spread the word and defeat the evil. Subscribe to the channel, tell your friends and family about us, and join the People's Voice Locals community.